Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Sephora summer bonus event, recommendations and wish list. Every time Sephora has a sale, I like to do one of these videos because I love Sephora, as you guys know, so I have a ton of products to recommend. I have even more on my wish list, and sometimes both overlap. So things that I'm going to recommend to you, I'm also going to repurchase. So I do have quite a bit of product to share with you guys. So if you're curious as to what I recommend for you to pick up during the sale and what is on my list, then just keep watching. Always during the sale, I recommend picking up any repurchases first. Skincare is one that I always like to buy the things that I'm using because it's always nice to save. One of my favorite things to get during the sale, also a fragrance, if there's something you've been eyeing, which there's something that I'm eyeing that I'm gonna also recommend because I have the travel size and I'm sure a few of you can guess. And any other kind of new products, foundations, staples, anything you know you're gonna use or wanna try, save a little bit of money on. That's kind of how I shop this sale. So I always go to my repurchases first. I'm going to start with my recommendations for you, and you will see sometimes it overlaps with my wish list, but I'll let you know. So the first thing that I recommend is actually something that's gonna come out on the 21st. I'll have all the dates, the codes that you need to use in the description box for you, as well as in the video in case you're curious as to when you're supposed to shop. But this video should be up when Rouge, myself, is able to shop, so on the 19th, and then VIB get to shop the following day. And on the 21st, which is the day after both Rouge and VIB get to shop, Benefit has the single highlighters that are launching, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity to pick it up during the sale because specifically the shade Cookie, if you guys have been following me, you know I was hoping they would come out with singles for their highlighters that were in the larger palettes, the Cheek Leaders palettes. I fell in love with the shade Cookie. I'm wearing it right now just lightly on my face, but you can definitely build this baby up. It is super intense. It's so pretty. If you're similar to complexion to me, this works when I have a tan or when I'm my natural skin tone. The most gorgeous color, super reflective. And the singles come with a brush similar to the box blushes, but the brush is a little bit fluffier, which is nice for a highlight. And if you always wanted to try Cookie, I know I've been raving about it for a while, and you didn't want to pick up the whole set that it came in, single. And they also have Tickle as well. If that's a shade that you liked, I will swatch both of them for you. Tickle is beautiful, but it's more so a eyeshadow shade for me because you will see there's a duochrome to it. Really, really pretty, super unique color, but I definitely am more of a Cookie girl myself. It's gonna be launching on the 21st. Great time to grab it, save a little bit of money, and I know I've been waiting for the singles to come out, so I'm sure some of you maybe are and were interested in them, so definitely pick those up. Tickle's on the top and Cookie's on the bottom. You can see how unique Tickle is. It has that pink and gold to it. Depending on how the light's hitting it, you're gonna get that duochrome to it. And then Cookie is just a beautiful light gold champagne. And it is so stunning, perfect for my skin tone if you're similar to me. It is top 3 highlight to me. I'm so happy they are launching that during the sale time. There's like a million foundations that come out, which you will see my wish list. It's like everything I was holding off to purchase during the sale because a bunch launched on the Friday. And I'm just like, do I buy it today or do I wait till Monday when the sale starts? And I'm like, you gotta hold off. Save that 20%, girl. The next thing that is a recommendation, also full size on my wish list, I have to mention this. This could take the place of my Jo Malone right now. I'm like hesitant to say that though, but I love the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom if you guys are familiar. And then this I've just been in love with. It smells incredible. It is so beautiful, so feminine. It is the Burberry Her, and they also came out with a floral version, I think, but this is the original Burberry Her, and I want to get the full size of this. I have the rollerball, and I'm over halfway done, and I've just been trying to savor this guy until the sale came because I have been using it as often as possible. It's just my go-to scent right now. This is my signature scent right now. I absolutely love it, and I have to buy the full size during the sale. It's no other time for me. This is the time to buy it. I need to get the full size. If you're looking for a fragrance recommendation from me, this is my signature scent. and I recommend it to everyone. Since the summer started, I've been getting a lot of questions as to what SPF I use on my face on a daily basis. And you can get it at Sephora, so I thought this was the perfect time to mention it because I'm almost done and I definitely need to get a backup of this. This is the Drunk Elephant Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense Sunscreen. It is an SPF 30. It's broad spectrum sunscreen with a 20% zinc oxide, which I always look for zinc oxide in my sunscreens. And this is sheer. It doesn't leave a cast on your face, which is important. At first, when you apply it, it is very white, but it definitely is sheer, as the name suggests. Wears beautifully under makeup. If you want to wear it underneath makeup on its own, completely fine. But it does wear nicely underneath makeup in case you're looking for an everyday sunscreen to pick up. Love the Drunk Elephant one. And for me specifically, I have very sensitive skin, so a lot of times sunscreens will break me out. This one does not do that at all. So if you're looking for a good sunscreen, love that one. They also have one that's tinted with a little bit of bronzer in it, I believe. I haven't tried that one yet. I just like the sheer one. And then lastly for skincare, what I haven't mentioned on my channel yet, I didn't want to mention the same things over and over because I stick to a lot of the same skincare and I use Belief, Ole Henriksen, among other brands, but I've mentioned them in my previous recommendations videos. So if you want to see more of my skincare faves, check out those ones because I still absolutely love those. But this is a new product to me and I've used it 3 times now and it's so good for my skin, very nourishing. And I think because the cooler months that are coming up, this would be something nice to pick up right now. Or if you're dry just from being out in the sun, this is really good if you're dry like me. And this is the Kiehl's Avocado Nourishing Hydration Mask. It smooths and softens skin, and boy does it ever soften your skin. After I use this, my skin is softer than any other product I've ever tried. It is so incredibly soft. Anytime I've been wanting to mask lately, this is what I've been reaching for. And the thing that threw me off initially when I went into this is that I didn't think it would be the consistency of avocado. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was just going to be like a usual kind of creamy texture. If you are familiar with avocado, which I'm sure many of you are, it comes out exactly like that. It breaks apart like that. It's just the coolest consistency, exactly like avocado. And you only need a small amount and it goes over your face really beautifully and it kind of leaves this metallic, not metallic, but it definitely leaves a kind of glow to it as soon as you smooth the product out. It doesn't look this thick. It really goes on nice and smooth and it's super softening to the skin. So if you're looking for a really nice mask that softens and smooths your skin, look no further than the Kiehl's one. It is a great new addition to my skincare and 100% recommend that. Something new that I haven't mentioned in everything's falling. Something new that I haven't mentioned in one of my Sephora recommendations videos before, and now is the perfect time. It was going to be in my favorites, but I figured I'd let you guys know early just in case you want to shop it during the sale. And then this will come as no surprise to you guys because I did a whole dedicated video on this and this has changed my brows and how I'm able to do them. But I've been trying to grow out my brows. I'm sure you are aware because I talk about it all the time, but I've been growing out my brows with the Benefit Bravo Conditioning Primer, and I put this on just once a day, twice if I can remember, mostly just once a day for me. And this conditions my brows, and I truly believe this has helped grow out my brows. I've had very thin, sparse brows pretty much my whole life, and this is as thick as they've ever been, and I attribute it to this. So I 100% recommend it. If you are looking to grow out your brows, this has worked wonders for me. You have to be consistent though. With any kind of product like that, you really do need to be consistent, but if you are, it will work. And then to groom my brows, I have a whole video of this routine, but I'm just going to mention the products quickly here. I have the Benefit Brow Gel, Urban Decay Brow Blade. I know brows are super personal. For those of you who do like the feather, more full brow, those are the products I use and I highly recommend. I'm seriously probably never going to switch it up, at least for a very long time. There's nothing that can beat this product for me. I have 2 shades. I'm wearing dark drapes today, but I switch between Neutral Nana. I will always repurchase both because some days I just like a lighter brow. Both colors work perfectly for me. I was gonna start off with that first. But I figured you guys would probably be annoyed at this point of how much I've been loving those. So yes, brows, big deal for me. And then on my lips, I'm actually wearing this cheek product. which I've also mentioned multiple times on my channel. It's the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom All Over Dewy color. And this is in the shade Poppy Girl. As I said, I'm wearing it on my lips right now with a little bit of gloss, which I'm also going to mention. But this is a great cheek color, super long wearing on my skin. I find powder blushes tend to come off, but these cream blushes for me really hold on. Blush is notorious to be the first thing to go in your makeup. And a cream blush for me sticks on my skin. So I've been really enjoying this color. This is my favorite kind of color to wear. I'll show you guys. For me, that's perfect for my complexion. Absolute favorite. On my lips too, kind of looks like MAC Jazzed. Take it back many years for you guys there, but I've been wearing that kind of color, cheeks, lips, and then I'll throw on a little bit of gloss, which I've been wearing this with everything, and it's the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. It took me a little while to fall in love with this guy because this can be super pigmented and very apparent if you're loading it on, but less is more I find with this product, and it's so beautiful. So just a touch of this with any lip color, even on its own, just a tiny amount is how I like to use it. If I use too much, I don't care for it. But a little bit of this makes for the perfect lip. Super juicy and glossy, and I just can't get enough of it. Love the smell of these. And then again, another product that will come as no surprise to you is the Artist Couture Diamond Lights Finisher. I have the shade Golden Hour. I want to get all of them, so now's the time to purchase these because they are expensive for what they are, but they are so beautiful. I like that this has a built-in hold to it, so you don't need to get any kind of adhesive for it. It's easy to work with. You can pat on with your finger and it will stick, brush, whatever. They're just really easy to work with. You can intensify it. You can do a light wash. It's just so pretty and just makes every look beautiful. So I love that. And then another little handy thing I have is the Anastasia scissors. I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned this before, but I just wanted to mention it again because these are so sharp and have a really nice point to them. So if you wear a lot of false lashes, I feel like it's really effective to actually cut exactly where you want. You need something super precise like this. So that's why I like little tiny scissors like these. And then moving on to primer, another thing I've mentioned a million times on my channel. I'm knocking everything over. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Love this, still loving this stuff. They have 2 different sizes, so if you wanted to try it out, you can get the little mini, and I would recommend the big guy because I bought the mini and then end up buying the big guy. Finished this finally, and I'm on to the big one, and this is what I use for my primer when I want to wear a primer. It really holds on to my makeup, and it's been my go-to primer. There's a few primers that I want to test that are newer, which I will mention, but that one, it's blown everything else away for me. That is a primer that truly works and holds on to my makeup. It truly primes my skin. 3 powder products that I wanted to mention that you've heard about me talk on my channel. This wouldn't be a recommendations if I haven't truly been putting these to the test. This is what this video is all about. It's kind of a roundup of all my videos. But on IG stories, I've been wearing this for all my videos I've been doing because this is what I want to wear when I have a tan, which I have from the summer, and this is just my perfect color. It's warmer than I typically go, but I feel like that's why I really like it because it's different than my usual bronzers. And this is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in Caramel Cutie. And this was the most neutral I feel like she had. Still quite warm, but it's perfect for my skin tone. And every time I wear this, you guys seem to really like this color on me. So that kind of makes me like it even more because you guys love when I wear this one. So that's why I've been reaching for it. And it just makes me feel good wearing it. I know you guys like it. Makes me love it too. I'm wearing it on my skin today, by the way. It just looks really natural, blends easy, has good pigment to it, good color. It's not patchy, doesn't make me look muddy. It's a beautiful bronzer. I definitely want to check out more shades in that, so if you have a recommendation for me, now would be the time to let me know before the sale ends, and I'd love to check it out. So that is my personal favorite, but if you have one for me or anything else, please let me know because I need to utilize the sale too. And then for powder for my face, I did a whole video on this. I've recently gotten back to use this every time I do my makeup, and it's the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Pound Cake. And you will see on my IGTV, I'm always using this to bake because it brightens up my skin. It leaves it super smooth. I didn't use it today and I feel like I'm looking a little hollow underneath my eyes. I feel like this powder kind of corrects that for me. If you want that flawless looking skin, I highly recommend this powder. As I said, I have a whole video on it as well as this next product. So I would check out my in-depth videos, but if you want my brief recommendation, powder foundation, oh my goodness, the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. Blurring powder foundation in Y355 is my color. Again, I did a whole video on this, but I have been in love with this for daily makeup wear. It really blurs out my skin, provides a good amount of coverage. If you haven't seen that video, it shows you how this works in action. It's truly a miracle worker for my skin, and I can see why so many people like this. It is quite pricey. For powder, it is. I wish makeup wasn't as expensive as it is. I feel like all makeup in general is really overpriced. But specifically for this, if you wanted to try it, now is the time. Any of those pricier products, a foundation, a powder foundation that you could use on a daily basis is a great option to try during the sale, I think. And then we're moving on to my wish list. And initially I had this Benefit Cakeless Concealer on my wish list, and it ended up coming in the mail. So I was able to test this out, but I wanted to do a full video on it. But I had a few people asking me my initial thoughts on it, what shade I use for if they wanted to purchase it during the sale. And I totally get that because it would have been something that I would have wanted to try out. So I use shade 5. That's what I'm wearing on my face right now. And it's very, very full coverage, extremely full coverage. And my only complaint about this is that it dries down so fast. So sometimes I actually like to let my concealer dry down and then blend it in. So it saves a little bit of time when I'm going for that full coverage look, and I don't mind it. But it could be a love-hate thing, which I wanted to mention before you went out and purchased it. If the dry down is a factor to you and how fast it dries, it is a very quick dry. So that's all I wanted to say about that, but I'm going to do a full video on it, and I wanted to do wear tests and stuff. So I've used that for about 4 days, so I have a good opinion, but I do want to wear a little bit longer just to let you guys know. But if you're looking to purchase something new for the sale and want to check that out, I am shade 5. And then for my list, recommendations, wish list. Wish list is extremely long. So there was 1,000,001 foundations that just launched, and I want all of them. Pretty much. So the number one thing on my wish list that I'm 100% getting is the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Love the original. However, I noticed that that broke me out, and I actually started wearing it prior to the launch of the hydrating one just to see how I liked it again, and it made me break out. So I'm hoping that the hydrating one doesn't do that to me, because you guys know, like, I rarely break out, but I'm pretty sensitive to products, and that was one that just didn't react well to my skin later on after using. So I'm really hoping the hydrating one, which I think will be better for my skin, will not break me out. I'm really hopeful and excited for that one because I do love the matte one that originally came out. I really hope it doesn't break me out. And then also the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer, another thing that's on my wish list that I'd love to try, though I'm so set on the primers that I do use. It's like, should I bother? So that's one of these things. Like, in a perfect world, having endless supplies of money, I would purchase this entire list. But I'm going to have to limit it come the sale. But these are everything in my perfect world I would love to buy. The other foundations I want to try are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation and the Pat McGrath Labs Perfection Foundation. But I'm scared to like it. It's so much money, and I just don't think anything's worth $90 because I think that's $90 Canadian. But I'm so curious to try it. It's gotten such good reviews, and the Pat McGrath products I've tried, I've never found one that I don't like. You guys need to talk me into that one. Do I need it? It's on my wish list. We'll see if I pull the trigger on that one. I'm pretty against $90 anything. For skincare, I wanted to try the Ulla Henriksen Fat Glow Facial Mask because it's part of the Transform Plus line, which I use and swear by, which I wanted to pick up the glow serum, and it came with the cream. So I need to check if that is available because that's what I've been waiting to purchase. If you guys remember me talking about that in my empties video, I'm going to have to check that out. But I did want to check out the facial mask because it sounded amazing and something that I totally need. And then Olaplex came out with number 7 bonding oil at Sephora, and I've tried all the Olaplex products that have come out and truly have loved them. So I feel like I would really like that. So that is on my list too. And then I was looking for a gloss for my hair, and a subscriber recommended the Bumble and Bumble, the clear gloss from there to try out. So I have that on my wish list because I wanted to replace my Alterna one that I used to use, the 3-minute Shine Boost. I need a new hair gloss. So that is the one that I was going to check out. And then there's this Sephora collection Total Coverage Velvet Sponge that has really good reviews. It looks really cool. It's that velvet on the top, and it just looks like a shape and texture that I would love to try out. Plus the reviews have me sold. So it's a good price. I feel like I should check that out during the sale. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette looks incredible. The colors look so stunning, and I usually pick up every single ABH launch. So that's on the top of my list. And then I need to repurchase a bunch of things. So repurchases that I've already mentioned are the Bravo Conditioning Primer as well as the Benefit Clear Brow Gel. And then I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist that I need to pick up another one that I just ran out of. I love that. Then the Sol de Janeiro Shower Gel Cream, which you guys know I always repurchase. So that is on my list. And that is everything that I really want to check out during the sale. I'm sure it's going to change up into the point that this video goes up and the sale starts, because I'm constantly switching my cart around, changing my mind, and I'm not going to purchase everything there. I'm going to try and limit it down to something financially feasible because that's a big list. So that is everything that I would want in a perfect world on my wish list. All the things that I recommend to you guys if you're looking for something to pick up, those are the things that I swear by and love. And if there's anything specific from a specific category you'd like my opinion on, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you guys during the sale so you can check out what I would suggest for those categories. I just wanted to go off not category based, just truly the things that just popped in my mind that I recommend to you guys. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're planning on shopping the sale, let me know what your list is looking like. I'd love to know what you plan on picking up. I know a lot of people like to pick up skincare, which is a really great idea, which I need to do as well. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Hit that bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video.